Yo, what is up, everyone? I am currently at the beach, as we say here in Idaho, aka Bear Lake. But I'm gonna do a chart review, real quick of gold because it has just gotten into some prime real estate, some prime area for trading. So, as always, we're gonna go ahead and start on our daily time frame, and as we jump into our daily, we had a huge candle that's closing as we come into Asia session. And I'd love to see it come up. And this is one of the targets I'm checking out is this 4-hour liquidity zone. And as we drop down to the 4-hour, you can see it a little bit better. So we go ahead and I drop a ray line on the top right here. We're just going to mark it. 4-hour liquidity zone, and what I'm going to be looking for is either some continued movement to the top side or we get something like this before we go ahead and come to the downside, kind of forming a bit of a bigger pattern in this area, or we could get an immediate break back in on this 4-hour time frame where we would still look for another bearish flag to take it down to the 4-hour liquidity zone at 23.49. And yeah, here's the bottom of our daily bull flag. So let's just update this a little bit. And from here, if we do get a breakthrough on this area, we would be looking right here. Our daily liquidity zone is what this would become. Okay, so now that we drop back down into our 1-hour time frame, we're starting to develop a bit of a flag now off of these rejections right here. And really, I don't like to force trend lines in a situation like this, so I'd really just delete this off. And what I would be looking for is if I'm trying to gauge a retracement that we're going to have, I'm going to draw it from a couple areas. So the first area that I'm going to draw it from is right here, from the top down, because we're looking at a bigger move to the bottom if we get a continuation. So where are we at in retrospect on our fib on our 1-hour time frame is we're approaching the 50 right now, but also where our 4-hour liquidity zone is at the 618. And now I don't use a fib all the time, but it does come in handy to have. So here's what I'm kind of looking for on gold is either we would get a push up into this and then immediately a pullback and then a drop down, or we could get a nice strong movement back above where we would need a clear break above this area to take it higher, which I mean is possible. At the end of the day, we're still in a bullish trend. So as they always say, trade with the trend, don't trade against the trend. And that's what we're going to do in this situation. So again, something like this where we get kind of a flag off this extension. So kind of play into like this bit of a pattern right here. Also coming into alignment with our double top, getting a rejection off of that. You look for what they call a hover, or the flag just above our trend line for then a continuation here. If you don't feel comfortable taking it, you could wait for the next push down into this area where you could continue to take the market short. But I just want to jump on, do this quick review. Like I said, I'm at the lake right now, so I don't want to spend too terribly long doing this. Look for the published idea that I'm going to do later this evening. And yeah, until then, peace.